Not just your ordinary machine shop, Ohio Crankshaft's 40-plus years of innovation equals progress on the new ProCharger motor and a trip to the Hoosier State to mix a little business with a little pleasure. Or is that a little dreaming?
Married with Dragsters, new car build brought to you by Abruzzi Racing Transmissions and Converters. Your ticket to the winner's circle. By American Race Cars, fabricating championship rides. Willwood Disc Brakes, braking solutions for a world in motion. And by K&N Engineering, the world's best air filter.
My name's Tim Dickey. I've been here right at 24 years. I do the block work. Board deck, line bore, all that stuff.
Yeah, right now you're honing, right?
Just a 12-horse Kohler. Mark Welch. Been here 21 years, and cylinder head mechanic machinist.
I'm Ray Darner. Been here 23 years. I'm in charge of the crank department. Right now I'm getting ready to straighten this diesel crank. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'm checking for cracks. If the camera picks up all them cracks or not.
Wow.
All the cracks in there. Got hit pretty hard. What you do is you put this fluid on there, which goes into the green stuff that's in the crack there, and then this a mercury light, and it shows up. It's called magnafluxer.
Eric Fry, been here 2 years now. Micro polishing now, moved up in the machine shop, actually learning as I go.
So how many of those strips will you go through on any given crank? Does it vary?
Well, on polished paper, that's reusable through maybe 15-20 crank. It just depends on the other material and how much you gotta take off.
Hi, my name's John. I've been here 6 years and I balance crankshaft.
Chip Heindel. I've been here 17 years, engine assembler.
My name's Ryan Dickey. I've been here for about a year now, and I do most of the connecting rod work.
Tim Minger, 6 years, engine assembly, fabrication, welding. What else you want to know?
I'm Jeff Foreman. I've been here 28 years. I am the shop foreman.
What's it like working with the guys?
That's good. They keep me hopping.
Hi, I'm Melinda Dickey. I've been here for 22 years. I am the office manager.
I'm Scott Ray with Ohio Crankshaft, and I've been doing this for about 40 years now. I'm also president of the company, the lead salesman, and driver of our Pro Mod race car.
My name's Stan Ray. I come in the mornings, make the coffee, clean the restroom. The rest of the day I do the crummy job nobody else wants to do. I try and go home early. Act like you know what you're doing. That's about it. So right now it's just a question of static. Change that front cover now. There's a pop on.
This is where the pop off comes in, right?
Next thing you need to do is know better what to order. It won't be so awkward looking. I don't like it. Originally this is what they sent us, and then we bought this, and we bought this, and we bought some hose.
So basically now you're going to try to get from there down to that smaller pipe size.
All there is to it. I made that piece there. I got to mill the inside of it out more. Well, this is this. We do this again. We're going to make our own box. And just make the box, have this come out and go right into it. Most of these have intercoolers, and that's why all this loopy-doopy stuff's for us. Get an intercooler or something down there in front of us, and then turn this forward.
Right.
For this one, we want to get it down and get it right. We decide later on if we want to make something look a little cooler. They're working different, so it's crooked or straight.
Now we got room for the pump coming off the cam then?
Just like right now, we got to make it work.
You just got to make it work. Yeah. Might have to get an extension. Bring it out past the belt.
We got that little.
Right.
We'll just do what we got to do.
Sure. Well, like I said, if you need to use that setup I got, you know.
I'm going to use the cover.
Right. Yeah, feel free.
Yeah, I can't use the pump.
Right.
We had to do another belt. This one was too short. Sounds perfect. We had to figure it out ourselves, so we didn't know what to do. First guy said, well, you probably got that on backwards. You can't put it on backwards. Well, because the bolts are staggered, they only go one place.
Gotcha.
You can move this and loosen this thing. They only go one place.
Yeah, so basically you've only got so much adjustment for the tensioner.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
We end up having to do more overdrive or something. We have to have another belt and put a tensioner.
Sure, yeah, so you got to have room to be able to move it. Yep.
Yeah, right now it's perfect. Hopefully just make it work and do what we want to do. I'm not totally satisfied here, but just everything makes it awkward because this is steel. So you can't like, well, we weld this right onto this, put this back here. But it's steel, so it'll be just another thing.
Right. Okay, Stan, what did you think about the header clearance?
Well, first I thought it was going to be a problem, but I think now if you look at it, it's going to drop down and come back. I think it'll look just like it was made for it. If it doesn't, we'll just tweak it a little bit and make it work.
Sure.
It'll be that difficult. But obviously I like them all come out even just for looks. And this thing looks a little awkward anyway with this contraption sticking out here.
Hanging out the side, right. Okay.
I've got in Indiana and top Dragster, we throw in a little bit of stuff. You run a small box in one of these. run 660s all the time.
Really?
It's actually the same, slower and everything.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think it's going to work. I'm hoping we'll be overdriven, we'll be able to hit our target, and the carburetor's going to work. Obviously, it'll work out the first time and then mess around.
Sure.
But I told them I wanted 18 pounds of boost, and this many cubic inches, and just say we got. So
right.
It should do it.
Cool.
So we've done some smaller motors on alcohol with 12, 14 pounds of boost, and usually they made about 1,400, so should come out just right.
So our target horsepower for this engine is
15 to 16. That's what you got to have done. Average weight car, 1,600 horsepower and 660. It's just standard nitrous steel. You saw guys 632, 1,200 horse. You know, good light car, they run 690, 70, and you put 400 horse nitrous on it, 660. Been that way for years. Pretty much where we're at. I've stuck a distributor in this. I'm sure wasn't going to be no fit problem here. But
oh, I think with that short cap.
It would.
Be real careful that there's a crank in there.
Yeah, it's must have been heavy.
Do what? Take everything out, put it up there. Okay. There's also 2 heads in the toolbox. Okay. And the band. Yeah. There's also valve flash caps on those, so watch that way it's take off. I really enjoyed seeing the Pro Charger motor for the top Dragster, and I'm really looking forward to getting it in, getting the car set up properly, and being able to definitely qualify this year. Shouldn't be a problem. I don't care how fast they go, we should be able to hang with them. And your car with the new motor components, which we just picked up, is going to be awesome as well. So I'm really looking forward to this season. Is it time yet? Thank God it isn't, because we got a lot of work to do, but as you'll be seeing in the future programs here, there's definitely a lot of work to do before you go out on the track. Looking forward to it.
Married with Dragsters, new car build brought to you by Abruzzi Racing Transmissions and Converters, American Race Cars, Willwood Disc Brakes, and by K&N Engineers on Competition Plus TV.
Good to see you again. Is Terry around, or is he?
I haven't seen him when he's in the office. He left?
Yeah.
What's going on this year, Richard?
Just trying to implement a lot of new parts and new tune-up, and just get the car more consistent.
Seeing it look like you got some new cams over there.
Yeah, switch cams, fuel system, a whole bunch of other stuff. Just trying to make the car more reliable.
More consistent?
Oh yeah, that's the name of the game.
From run to run, right?
That's right.
That's for sure. And it looks like you're getting some motors together to go testing with?
Yeah, we'll get 2 or 3 together to go testing, and 5 or 6 sets of heads, and just still waiting on parts.
Hurry up and wait, right?
Always.
Trying to put retainers on the valves so I can just CC the heads. We're just putting valve springs in just to give me some slight seat pressure, just so we can get all the heads matched up, and And I should have had some grease on here to hold these on.
How many sets of heads do you need to have ready for testing?
Just 3 for right now. That's the plan. It's actually my second day on the job. Never been to a drag race. Mainly been involved with tractor pulling and sprint car racing.
Just setting the checks. Setting the check pop off on the nozzle checks, right? It's top secret.
Trying to learn how to play with this little issue.
I just need to come up with $600 to get two more of them.
Yeah.
Hey. How you doing? Pretty good. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Just come over here checking out the situation and told him I said there's all kinds of weight he can lose off of here. He doesn't need all those wires and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think so. And he's putting more on.
Yeah, my Swiss cheese can be lighter.
No, is that the way it goes?
Get the drill out.
Yeah, he was telling me about the antenna have a problem with it breaking off and stuff like that, so, and mounting it there.
Yeah, I made a lot better.
Talking about, get all the stuff you guys need to have ready to rock and roll for testing, and it's amazing. When we stop and think about what we need to do for 2 cars, it's mind-boggling what a team like this has to do. I mean, we think about our 1 set of heads on our 1 motor.
Yeah.
Not the, amount.
Sets of heads that you gotta have.
Exactly. Let alone all of the other stuff that goes along with it.
Yeah, no matter what you do, though, if you're racing, you got work in your hands. It's just gonna take a lot of time. And the bigger, the more you want to go, the faster you want to go, the more people you gotta have.
Right.
That's the way it works. So you can't do it 1 or 2 person anymore on a call like this. It's just, never gonna happen.
No.
We're actually stepping up our program this year, going to a Pro Charger motor.
Yeah, I heard that.
I'm really looking forward to it.
He's more than excited. I mean,
it's going to be running good out the back door, and that's what we were lacking with the other setup. So.
Now, what do you do with the old motors on to get you sell off?
No, it was Ohio Crankshaft motor, which Stan's doing this one all up. As a matter of fact, it's supposed to go on the dyno here within the next couple of weeks. And we're actually looking forward to getting a nice consistent tune-up on it, so when I drop it in, I'm ready to rock.
Very cool.
and mine's down there, and mine will all be the same. That's fine with me. It'll just be pricey up.
Did bring you guys a couple.
Well, as much as I wanted to continue hanging around and dreaming about Top Fuel, it was time to get back to reality and to pick up her load of Amalie. And Kevin and I have been using Amalie since we made the switch in 2005 and have never looked back. Wow, I'm really impressed, Kevin. Look at you go. From our Pro High Performance 20W50 synthetic blend, the synthetic tranny fluid, all the way through the rear end lube. We're now loaded up, we're ready for the season, and it's time to head down the road for our next stop in Elkhart, Indiana, and visit with our friends at Vintage Trailers.
The Fishers.
Well, I think what you're talking about is the absolute way to think about it. If you're down in 88, you get down there, you burp the throttle twice, you're dead on.
Right.
And that's what she's good at.
And that's what I don't know is when I rip the throttle and how much that takes off of it.
Well, and you're going to get used to the throttle and your momentum and
it should be slow for me, hopefully. Comparatively. I figured I'd just drag the brake. I'm like, if I'm getting down there and I get to the mile/per-hour cone and there's room there, I'd just tighten it up by just putting some brake on.
Oh yeah, that's going to be weird for you using a foot.
That's what I asked. We were joking around, maybe I could put a handbrake in
and it's
and
like,
a
well,
foot brake.
yeah, I know, and I wish that they would you know, change their minds on that rule.
The handbrake's nice because the handbrake you don't grab hard.
Right.
So like when I'm going down at 230 and you start dragging the brake and starting to close the blades, it doesn't upset the car.
Right.
And your touch with your hand
is completely
a hell of a lot gentler than you're trying to put something in.
Yeah, you can put a lot
and you've
more
got 2
force.
feet down. Now you got your right foot slammed to the floor, and now I'm going to try and just ease my left foot into the brake.
Yeah.
It's a whole new finessing game.
I don't know what ripping. I mean, I don't rip mine. People think I'm pedaling mine at the top, but if there's a video camera on the hat, you see the hat go. They never close.
Yeah,
they never go shut.
You're moving a little bit.
I'm moving my foot that much.
I don't
to
rip
the
the
brakes.
throttle too much. A lot of times I will play not to lose too much of my momentum. It's just like backing off just a little bit.
Ease
so it's
it
like
out, ease it up.
And I think it helps with having injection of being able to do
Instant
that.
throttle response on the injection, plus the fact that she runs mufflers, you can't hear her car doing it.
As much. So I try to be sneaky.
Well, it's funny to hear him rip because the guy in Indy that I raced when I had ran the blower car, it was dead by about 400 feet. There was no motor running, fuel was off, it was dead. I was just coasting, first round of eliminations. And I can hear him back there. You know, I'm way out there. And I can hear him back there, rock, 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 rock. And every time he burped that motor, I started pulling on the brake harder, thinking, why is he burping this motor? How close is he? And I can hear him, he's way back here, and I'm thinking, because I hear nothing. I got no, my car's not making any noise. It's just neutral. It's just rolling.
Yeah.
There's no idle, there's no nothing. And I keep pulling on the brake, and he keeps ripping, and I keep pulling on the brake, and at the last minute, I hear him go quiet, and I just let go of the brake, and we went across the stripe, and my light came out, and I'm like, oh, that guy's got to want to kill himself. He just got But I think it'll be fun to do the super comp.
You're gonna like it because it'll be a different change. I mean, the whole finish line thing's different, and the way you
I think it'll be fun. But I think all the games that they play, or that some of these guys like to play in it, I just don't see any point in it.
No.
I don't really see any. My theory in Top Dragster has always been, we leave the line, and I really don't care where you are until 1,000 feet. I try to not even pay attention to what is even happening over there. Because if you end up shaking or doing something else at 1,000 feet, I can roll out the throttle and grab the brake, and I know I won't break out.
Right.
But
you won't have the guys on the edge.
I got 2 gear shifts to get through with shift lights. I got to keep it in the middle, and then I got to make sure once I do start looking at that speed, you and I both know, you move that steering wheel a tiny little bit, 230 miles an hour, trust me, that thing will go right to left real quick with just a tiny little move. And I haven't learned yet how to look over at somebody else and not let that hand slowly turn that way.
Right.
So I gotta believe in super comp. As long as you hit that tree well. And I don't know how good everybody is as an instance, but I imagine they gotta be O's and teens and maybe
It depends on the track.
The
It
normal
depends on the
guys,
track.
really.
Saw a lot of great people, saw a lot of great cars, a lot of fast cars, got some top fuel, some top alcohol stuff. It was an overall good day. Yeah, whenever we go pick up stuff like this, I just see more work to do for the team, more quality time with Kevin.
Looking good now. We've been doing nothing here but going in and out of the rain here for a while. And having lunch, and I won't say the where because they don't sponsor us, so they're not getting their name on here. Hide all the bags. You know, going and seeing Terry is always fun, and seeing Austin and Richard and everybody, and just, you know, meeting the new guy. All the work that they do. I know how much work goes into our race operation, but all of the stuff that they do to run as many races, just to go to a test session, is just amazing. But they got to be ready to rock and roll. And then headed to, you know, see Troy, and which I've never been inside vintage before, but I have to admit, seeing, you know, Ray Connolly's old American car that they're going to be running in Super Comp this year, man, all that does is just makes me that much antsier to get my new American car and get it done and get it out on the track. So time isn't wasted. Let's go.
Promotional considerations for Married with Dragsters provided in part by these fine companies. On the next episode of Married with Dragsters.
Snap, obviously, but a little bit of padding in the back. Yeah, the whole thing. Because you know how it is when you don't have any ass?
It's starting up.
Well, okay, I don't have any.